Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tin Man's Quarter Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I'm reacting to my second Creepy Diaries video for you guys. This one's titled The Gas Station Ghost Horror Story. So without further ado, I'm going to turn these lights back off, move the camera up here for you guys, and let's get this reaction on the road and in the bag, shall we? Okay, here we go.
It was a dark and eerie night as I made my way down the desolate rural road, the only source of light being the dim glow of my car's headlights cutting through the thick fog. The warning light on my dashboard blinked urgently, indicating that my fuel tank was almost empty. Panic began to set in as I realized I hadn't seen a gas station for miles.
That will always be a pain in the butt, too, because if you did not see any signs that said gas station on your next exit and your blinker light was coming on saying you're almost on empty, then you're screwed. This is why people always say bring an emergency can of gas just in case if you can't find a gas station.
Just as despair crept over me, a small, brightly lit gas station emerged from the darkness like a beacon of hope. I pulled into the station with relief, the gravel crunching beneath my tires as I parked next to the rusty old pumps. Stepping out of my car, I was met by an eerie silence that seemed to envelop the entire area. The only sound was the faint hum of the fluorescent lights above, casting a sickly glow over the deserted station. An old man emerged from the shadows, his face weathered and lined with age. His eyes held a strange glint as he approached me, a smile spreading across his face. "In need of some fuel, son," he croaked, his voice full of gravel. I nodded, handing him my credit card as he began to fill my tank. The metallic smell of gasoline hung heavy in the air, mixing with the musty scent of old oil and dust. I'm glad that guy was able to accept credit cards over at that gas station, because if he said it looked old, then I figured that they would be stuck in the old ways of paying for things cash or check. But luckily there was somebody there to fill up his car. I shivered, the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end as a sense of unease washed over me. As the old man finished filling up my tank, I thanked him, eager to get back on the road and leave this eerie place behind. Climbing into my car, I started the engine and began to drive away, the faint glow of the gas station fading in the rearview mirror. But then, as I glanced back at the mirror, my heart skipped a beat. There, in the back seat, sat the old man. His eyes were fixed on the floor, a strange smile playing on his lips. Fear clenched my chest as I slammed on the brakes, bringing the car to a screeching halt. I turned around slowly, my heart pounding in my ears, but the back seat was empty. I blinked, my mind racing with confusion and terror. Was it a trick of the light? A figment of my imagination? Or was something more sinister at play in this forsaken gas station? I wouldn't think your mind is playing tricks on you, dude. At first I was thinking, oh, he probably snuck in the back of the car, but he would have noticed the door opening and closing, so it has to be a ghost. Oh man, that would be spooky to a counter for sure, since he said that when he turned around, he's gone. Man, I hope he stays gone too and not follow him home. That would be a crazy experience for sure. Shaking off the creeping dread, I resumed driving, each mile passing slower than the last. The road seemed to stretch on endlessly, the darkness swallowing everything in its inky grip. The branches of the gnarled trees lining the road reached out like skeletal fingers, as if trying to drag me into the depths of the night. Just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, a figure appeared on the side of the road ahead. My heart leaped into my throat as I realized it was the old man from the gas station, standing motionless in the middle of the road, his eyes burning with an otherworldly light. I slammed on the brakes, my car skidding to a stop just inches from the old man. He stood there, his frail form swaying in the dark, a sinister grin spreading across his face. "You can't escape," he whispered, his voice carrying on the wind like a ghostly whisper. Terrified, I threw the car into reverse, tires squealing as I sped away from the gas station and the haunting figure that seemed to follow me wherever I turned. The gas station grew smaller in the distance, but the sense of dread that clung to me, like a second skin, only intensified. As I drove on through the night, the flickering shadows danced along the edge of my vision, whispering secrets that sent shivers down my spine. The old man's words echoed in my mind, a chilling reminder that I was not alone on this desolate road. Hours seemed to pass in a blur of fear and paranoia, the darkness pressing in on me from all sides. Just when I thought I couldn't go on any longer, a faint glimmer of light appeared on the horizon. A gas station, much like the one I had encountered before, stood like a solitary sentinel in the night. I pulled into the station, my hands trembling as I parked the car. The same old man emerged from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with a malevolent light. "Back already, son?" he cackled, a twisted smile creeping across his face. I knew then that this was no ordinary gas station, no ordinary old man. This was a place of darkness, a place where lost souls wandered and the living dared not tread.
Every time he takes a different road, it seems like that guy wants to follow him. That would be crazy, though, if you think the guy is living and then all of a sudden he's appeared in the back of your car and on the road somewhere further down from the gas station. That would be spooky for sure. If he's got demonic intentions, I'd be like, please go away.
With a sinking heart, I realized that I was trapped in a nightmare from which there was no escape. As I sat in my car, surrounded by the suffocating darkness of the gas station, I knew that I was at the mercy of forces beyond my comprehension. The old man's ghostly figure loomed over me, his eyes filled with a terrible hunger that chilled me to the bone. And then, with a sudden burst of spectral energy, the old man lunged at me, his icy grip closing around my throat. I gasped for breath, my vision swimming with terror as the ghostly figure dragged me into the shadows, where no light could penetrate. In that moment of darkness and despair, I knew that I was lost to the gas station ghost, condemned to wander its haunted grounds for eternity. The last thing I heard before the darkness swallowed me whole was the old man's chilling laughter echoing in the night, a sound that would haunt me forevermore. I'm just glad that that dude was able to break free from whatever ghostly presence is over at that gas station and get out of there quick. Before, like he said, he would have ended up dead and being a ghost with that old man and staying at that gas station for all eternity. That's something nobody don't want to bear witness to. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more Creepy Diaries content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Quarter channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. I say that's a wrap and have a nice day, buddy.